When you are writing a screenplay, your first 10 to 20 pages must be engaging. Do not make the mistake of having those first 10 to 20 pages be boring. You're going to lose your audience. If you're watching Netflix and you see the thumbnail and it's a movie that looks exciting and you read that log line, which is the 1 to 2 sentence little small summary right underneath the thumbnail, you start watching the movie. And then you're not engaged and it's boring. What do? You stop watching it in those first 10 to 20 minutes. If a movie does not hook you and reel you in within the first 10 to 20 minutes, no one's going to watch. So when you are writing that screenplay, one of the biggest mistakes I see is a slower start. And you don't want that. I have stated before that I work in acquisitions for a media company, and they ask me to read scripts for them all the time. The first 10 to 20 pages, if I am not hooked, if your characters are not fleshed out well, if that first 10 to 20 pages are boring, I'm going to tell the owner, this didn't get me. And then I pass it off to a colleague and I let that person read it. And 9 times out of 10, they agree with me. And then what happens is your screenplay, this work of art that you've spent so much time on, doesn't get read because no one made it past the first 10 to 20 pages. So you figure those 10 to 20 pages are the first 10 to 20 minutes of a movie. If you're watching Netflix and it's not interesting what you're watching, what's going to happen? You're going to shut it off. You're going to click on something else. And I don't want to have you make that mistake of allowing your audience to click on something else. Those first few scenes must be engaging. There must be something there for the viewer and the audience that reels them in, that makes them want to pay attention. You think about when you're watching a movie, I want to be so engrossed, especially in that beginning, like, oh my goodness, what's going to happen, that I don't even want to go run to use the bathroom. There used to be a little movie app called Run Pee, and it would tell you all the kind of slower parts of the movie that would give you a few minutes to go run pee. Well, I always believe in the adage of I never want anyone to run pee during any of my movies. I try to make it so there is something engaging, something happening, but that's also my writing style. But I try to make it where there's something moving on that screen that you just don't want to miss. And I want you to have your opportunity when you've spent time to write your project and then you get to the point of pitching that movie. I want you to have the opportunity of someone reading all those 90 pages or all those 100 pages, whatever length your screenplay is, I want them to finish it. So do not make the mistake of feeling like you can get into more of the story as the screenplay goes on. No, you need to hit us in the head with the story at the beginning. Those first 10 to 20 pages, preferably in those first 10 pages, let us know. Give us something that we cannot turn away from. And I guarantee you, if you do that, you will have a great screenplay. You will have a great movie. So keep that momentum going throughout your entire screenplay. Just always think you don't want people falling asleep on your movie. Even if there's someone that has worked a double shift and they're sitting their butts down to watch your movie, you want them so engaged and so engrossed in your movie that they have to stay awake to see what happens. Even though they're tired, this movie is keeping them awake. So definitely take that to heart. Look at your work, read it, critique yourself. Are those first 10 to 20 pages, do they capture your attention? Take yourself out of the equation, take your emotions out of it, and really dive into your work and ask yourself, if I were just John Q. Public sitting in a movie theater, am I going to sit and watch through this first 10 to 20 minutes? Or if I'm sitting on my couch at home watching Netflix, Am I going to keep watching this movie? And I'm sure you've probably done it yourself. Like I said, you're scrolling through, you pick a movie. Oh, this is not really that good. It's really slow in the beginning. We don't know quite what's going on. No, I want you to have a clear cut, concise path as to what is happening in your movie, so that when your script possibly comes across my desk, I want to be able to say, yes, this is a winner. Yes, definitely finance this person's project, because I could not stop reading it. I want to be excited about it, and I want you to be excited about it, and I want you to be successful. So please don't make that huge writing mistake. Give it to us quick, fast, and in a hurry, and then let us develop more and follow along with your characters and really get into that story and really give us some real meat to chew on. You can give us an appetizer, but make it something really, really good. Don't just, give us a glass of water and a slice of bread. Give me a few wings or something. Give me a good appetizer that makes me want to get to the main course. All right. So those are my tips for today. Do not make that mistake. Read your first 10 to 20 pages. Be honest with yourself and ask yourself the question, does this capture your attention on those first 10 to 20 pages? The first 10 to 20 minutes of a movie. Are you sitting in your seat? Are you going to watch it? Are you going to finish this movie? So I think if you do that, and you stay on that path and you keep that mindset and you work on your project to make it the absolute best that it can be, you too will have a movie coming to theaters and coming to streaming platforms for the world to see. Enjoy your day, but whatever you do, please don't forget to let the day enjoy you on purpose. I will see you soon.